right, welcome back. Today I want to cover the 3 free tools that I've created that are up at luxitam.com. Go to the tools section at the website, download any of the 3 files you want for free. And I just want to cover quick data entry examples of how to use and function with each one of the sheets. If a more detailed explanation of the sheet itself, any of them, is needed by anybody, please leave a comment below in the section underneath this video and just ask for that, specifically what you might be looking for, and I'll respond to it as best I possibly can. In the meantime, I do want to show these sheets real quick here. So the first one I want to talk about is the short-term scalp system. This is my day trading sheet. This right here is nothing, this part right here is nothing more than just a tool that I use to see what I need to get to the investment amount that I'm looking to spend on this particular day, let's say. So we're gonna make this a currency. So if I say the price of a coin is $1 and I buy 10,000 coins and the fee is gonna be 10 bucks, I know that I'm gonna have to spend $10,010 to effectuate this purchase of whatever coin it is. So you just delete these 3, leave this one alone, you're good. Now, this one right here is real simple. On this day, I'm gonna go to the exchange, let's say Coinbase. The coin that I'm gonna select is, and I don't have a drop down because it could be any coin in the world, I'm gonna buy Hex. And the price of Hex is, 1 cent. And I'm gonna buy 100,000 tokens. The fee was 10 bucks. My investment was $1,010. I need the coin to go from 1 cent to 1.15 cents so that I can realize a 15% profit. And that's my target, and I've set it. You can change that and go up here and just change. If you click in this cell right here, you can change the 0.15 and the 0.15, change that to point whatever percentage you're looking to make on your token. If you want to make 25% on the price and profit 25%, you need the price to go up 25% to profit 25%, change this to 0.25. And if you need any help with any of these formulas, again, I'll do a video on all the formulas I use in here if people really want to know. But it's pretty simple stuff. But if anyone does need any help with it, absolutely, I will help out, no problem. So let's say that this price actually got met. I see it in the market. It's like, oh, okay, so I'm going to do that. 115. It actually did that, so I cashed out. My fee was 10 bucks. What did I profit? 130 bucks. Nice. I came in with 1,000 bucks. I came out with this amount. Boom, I'm out the door. I profited 130 bucks, and then I tell myself I'm gonna put 50% of it in cash and 50% of it I'm gonna reinvest. Then you can click here and say, yes, I did, send it to the bank. I'm finished, literally. And then you just roll this up all month long. Your P&L for the month is right here. And then if you wanna go to each month and do it again, and then go to the next month and do it again, you can just keep going month after month after month. And if you want to copy the sheet, you just click new sheet right here, come back to any one of these sheets, click this little triangle up in the top right here, Control C on your keyboard, highlights the whole sheet, come back over here, go to A1, Control V, you have a new sheet, you come up in here, you rename it, you come down here in the tab, you rename it, and you're out the door. It's that simple. And then just go back to December and press escape, and that gets rid of that. Click anywhere, you're back to, you just keep adding sheet after sheet after sheet after sheet for the years that go by. You can hide these sheets. When you're done with them, just click hide, right click on the actual tab, and then click hide. It'll go away, but it's always there for you. You can unhide it after you hide it if you want to look at it. That way you don't have millions of these little tabs down here. That's pretty much it for that sheet. It is that simple, and I just use it for that purpose. Now the second one that I created was the one that I did a while ago. And this is the rules that I go over right here about what my type of coins are, how much money is invested in the coin, and what's its market cap, determines how I sell out of the coins once I buy them. This is kind of my little rule right here. If you want any information about why I decide to do this, let me know in the comments below and I'll do a video about that. This is kind of my personal little holdings strategy on my portfolio of how much of what type of coins do I hold in my 100% portfolio. I kind of list it out right here. I usually hold 30% in Bitcoin, 20% in Ethereum, 30% in the top 2 alts that I choose, and then the mids, and then the moonshots. This data validation is coming in, if I was to unhide from right here. So what I do is this, let's say Ethereum. Okay, so I have this coming in right here, this data feed. If you go to data and you go to queries and you come over here to this side and you click on this right here and I click edit, you're gonna see, in just a second here, let it pull up. You're gonna see that the data is coming in. This is current data coming in. So all this data is coming in from the sourcings that I use for my tokens, which if you just hover over this, you'll see my source is CoinGecko on this coin right here. I've changed it now to CoinMarketCap in my other sheet. I'll show you that in a second. But either one works just fine. And I'll show you how to do that here in just a quick second. Not on this sheet. Coin list, so there you go. That's where the data feeds are coming in from. My data validation, if you add coins, just keep adding them here so that your drop-down box on coin symbol can stay current. You can scroll down and see to the last one that you did was Hex. If you go to coin list, the last one you did was Hex. So that just you bought a new coin that's not in here anywhere, add it. Then you bring your price feed in, which I can show you in a separate video if you want to start doing that. No problem. And actually I will show you how to do it in this video on the other sheet that I like better than this one, quite frankly. So on this sheet right here, just to do a quick one, on this day, and this is basically you buying a token, and you've done that already, so you're just coming in here and annotating it so that you have personal knowledge of what you did. Just keep track of stuff. So you're like, you went to Coinbase, you bought some Ethereum, you bought 2 of them. The buy rate was, $1,700 a token. Boom. The current price. My apologies. I had to step away for a second and see why this wasn't feeding, and I figured it out. My error. So again, on 423 at Coinbase Ethereum, you paid $1,700 for 2 of them, cost you $3,400. The current price is $23.39, so you're up $1,278. It's gone up 38% since you bought it. The multiplier so far is 0.38. I'm waiting for a 2x price jump from when I bought it at 17, so I'm waiting for it to go to 3,400. Once it goes to 3,400, I could cash them both out and make that much. If I wait till the price of 8,500, I would get that much money. If I really want to wait a long time and get a 10x move, then I can get that much money off of my investment, etc., etc. That's all this is. This is information. This is all data. So let's say you sell one of your tokens on 423. It went up in price, so you go back to your exchange and you want to sell your Ethereum. Let's say you just want to sell one of them and the price went up to $2,200 for the day. Boom, that's just going to show you the transaction. And then this is just information that I put in here to tell myself where to put my profits. And you can annotate, that you did this out of Exodus. Same back over here. Let me scooch this over just a tick. Let me go here a little bit more. There we go. And Exodus is where all this is occurring from. In and out of as far as the token goes. I'm not doing any swapping. And my portfolio now reflects exactly what's going on. Up here, you can see the information coming in. You can see right here that, let me scooch this over. So the problem with this making it big for the screen is I got to keep doing this back and forth crap. So Ethereum, current information about the high and low over the 24 hours. Here's your buy. Here's how many you sold. You have this many left. This is the current price of the coin, actual live data, and this would be the remaining cash out value based on how many you have times what the price is. You come over here. Yes, I can move it to Exodus or Treasure, my choice. So we'll just move it to Exodus. A reference cell right there just to show you what, so you don't have to look back over to the left. And then here's your exchange ledger. Ethereum, Exodus, 1 token right there. Now, when you add new tokens, you have to come in here and manually add these tokens in. And if you notice you have to drag, you basically have to drag the last formula all the way across, and then you have to grab this little green handle here and drag it down like that. I won't do that right here, but let's just do this. Let's just take like these 3 and drag it down. Now there's no information here, but If you notice in Tether, right here under Coinbase, there's a certain H28 going on here and all these different numbers. If I click right here, just keep your eyes right up here, it's going to change to 29. So I've locked the cells perfectly so that they can keep doing that. If you run into a problem on this particular sheet with this not populating, comment in the section below. Let me know that there's a problem and I'll see if I can fix it. But I haven't run into any problems yet. But I just want to put that out there just in case. That is it for this sheet, other than to swap coins. So if you want to do a swap, remember you have one Ethereum left. So we're just going to go ahead and swap out of that Ethereum instead of selling it. So we're going to swap out of Ethereum. We only have one left. And it costs you 10 bucks to do so. And you're going to swap into wallet swap from. We're going to stick with Exodus because that's where it is. Now coin you swapped into, let's say you went ahead and got some Cardano and the number of coins you got was 1,000 because the relative value of this versus the value of this equals that one coin gives you 1,000 of these, let's say. So the coin price would be commensurate to that amount. I'm just not going to do the math right now. So we're just going to do this 10 and then it's right here. And the wallet you swapped to was Exodus. Now, if I come to portfolio, the first thing you're going to see is you had bought 2, you sold 1, you swapped out of 1, you have no more Ethereum left. But now all of a sudden you didn't do anything here except swap into Cardano. If I scooch this over, you'll see it. So Cardano, you have gained 1,000 tokens because you swapped out of this, which you annotated back over there. Now you have a new balance and a value to that balance based on the price. Yes, I can hold it here. No, I can't. I didn't know that you couldn't there, but we'll just do it anyway. So let's just say you do that right there and you're done. Boom. Now I should go over here. You don't have any left in Exodus of Ethereum because you're all done selling and swapping, but you now have 1,000 in your treasure of Cardano. Boom, it updated. That's it for this sheet. Now the sheet that I'm really liking is this one right here. Now this is the one that I really want to start playing with and see if I can even add to it. Just a real quick walkthrough on this one. We'll do all 4 of these right here and just simple Simon will show how it all populates across. So this is the date of the data entry. So right here, let's say I'm gonna buy some Cardano and I'm gonna do it at Coinbase and I'm gonna buy 1,000 tokens of Cardano and it cost me 10 bucks and the price of the coin was $1.12 and the wallet that I'm playing with is Trezor and we submit. Now I'm just going to keep jumping through here and show you real quick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell some of my Cardano from Coinbase. I'm going to sell 500. Oops. And the fee was 10 bucks and the coin price was $1.50. So I made a little bit of money and we're going to go Trezor because that's where they are. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Cardano. Oops, sorry. I'm going to take the Cardano. And from this exchange, I'm going to swap out of it. And I'm going to swap out of 250 of them. Cost me 10 bucks. The price of the coin during the swap was 150. And the wallet was Trezor. Because that's where they are, so I had to get rid of them. I swapped out of them. But here's what I swapped into, is I swapped into some XRP. And this was at the same exchange, and I swapped for XRP. So I gained XRP, and let's say I gained 500 XRP because the relative value swapped out that way. 250 Cardanos got me 500 XRP based on each one of their prices, and the relative valuation equals that's what I got for doing that of XRP. And so then my fees are 10 bucks. The coin price was, 50 cents, and the wallet I did this in was Trezor. So we're submitting. We're done. Now, if you go to the portfolio, you're going to see all these transactions take place. I selected the wrong token. Crap. I hit the wrong drop down. Let me pause this for just a sec. And we're back. I clicked the wrong drop down. I literally just figured out what I did was when I clicked coin right here, I clicked BNB, not Cardano, like that, and I didn't reset it. So now I just resetted it. Now, ADA, Cardano. Here's all 3 transactions. I bought 1,000, I sold 500, I swapped out of 250 of them, all of which happened in my Trezor. The total balance here of everything matches exactly what all of my wallets say, which the only one I've used so far is this one. This is showing how much cash I've spent. This is showing how much I've cashed out. This is my gross profit because I haven't cashed out of everything yet. I still have some. So when I get this into a positive, I'm going to have a little bit of a tax withholding I have to keep count of per coin, which rolls up in totality way up here on everything. How much taxes I owe, how much money I've cashed out, how much money I've spent amongst all the tokens down here at the bottom. All of these down here rolls up to this top portfolio line. This is a snapshot of everything you do on each individual sheet. So right here, what happened is you can clearly see that, let's see why my Ethereum one still has something in it. I didn't clear it out. Let me clear this out. There we go. So let's go here. You see the transactions there. And then of course in the XRP, no money was spent because I traded out of Cardano and into XRP, which is right here. Swapped 500 of these, boom. I now have custody of these tokens and I didn't spend money on them. I spent Cardano on them. And that would be this right here. I spent 250, swapped out of 250 Cardanos for 500 of these tokens. So it was just a swap based on their relative values at the time of the swap. That's how the swap works. That's how the buy works. That's how the sell works. So once again, you just come over here and the next day you went in and you said, I'm going to buy some Chainlink and I'm going to go over to Voyager and I'm going to buy 200 of these coins. And the fee was 10 bucks and the price of these was $5 and the wallet that I put them in was Voyager, and submit, and boom. Now you go down here and find Voyager, VGX. Where is it? Way down here, boom. So here's your VGX sheet. My apologies, the Chainlink sheet. So you go to your Chainlink sheet and you can see that you made this purchase and it cost you this amount right here, right here. You have 200 of them, and over in Voyager, you have 200 of them because that's where you put them. Bought them, moved them to there, whatever the case may be. So one more transaction, you have a coin, you go here, let's say you want to buy some crypto.com, and the exchange you're going to buy them at is Bittrex, and you're going to buy 1,000 of these, and you pay 10 bucks in fees, and you have a price of, let's say, 20 cents a coin. And the wallet you want to hold them in is your EliPal, and submit. So we should see that in your portfolio. You now have, where is it? Crypto.com. You have 1,000 tokens. You put the price in, however you do it, live feed or whatnot. Let's say the current price is 0.25 cents. So you see here, let me take this out right here. There's no need for that. Let's say this price right here is, 0.38 cents, and Chainlink is $40. So you can, you're either going to bring these prices in through a live feed, or you're going to do just manual entry at the time, anytime you want, just to see what this would be. Because it doesn't affect the calculations at any level whatsoever, because you're manually entering in the calculations right here, and per coin that's now memorialized here and forevermore encapsulated here, and then of course tabulated up here. This information down here has nothing to do with your actual tabulated information that you've already entered in long ago. This is just a reference of, if I sold all of my tokens at the current price, how much cash out value do I have? And at the tax rate of 25%, my profit would be this, and I have to take this amount out, blah, 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 blah. So you can see how this all starts to work, but you're really getting that right here. So this is just information. This is actual data. So, but this is actual right here. This is your actual holdings. And doubled up, of course, right here, your actual holdings, So if you want to go to Crow, you'll see here, it's now here. And you go to your EliPal. So you made the purchase at Bittrex, but you moved them to your EliPal wallet offline. And there they are. Total tokens bought, and they're in this wallet right here. And as you transact in and out of any of your wallets of where your tokens are, it will all do the math for you right here and roll up, add all these together, boom, you get this right here of your total coins per coin. Basically, That's the long and short of the sheets. Quick hit. I'm not sure if I qualify this as a quick hit, but this is just the data entry part. I wanted to get this part out of the way. Just click, 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 just what it asking you for the information. Make sure, and this is the most important part right here probably on this particular sheet, which by the way, this is the one I'm still trying to break to see if there's any problems, and I haven't found any yet. And I like this sheet the best, quite frankly. You got an all-in-one format right here. So just remember that you can only buy, sell, swap for, or swap out of a coin per data entry session. That's it. You can do one of these four. This always has to be there. These right here always have to be there. But one of these is all you can do. Don't double it up. It'll totally mess everything up. Portfolio, this is a memorialization of what's occurred. You can bring in price data if you want to see. If anyone needs a video on how to bring in real-time price data like I do on my sheets, I can do a whole video on that. I don't want to mix it up in this particular video because all I wanted to do was show you the scalping system, the first version sheet that I did, and then the more condensed version of like this one right here that I like the best. I don't want to get into the price. You can, where it says current price anywhere in any of these sheets, just put in whatever the current price is and the data will populate for you. If you want that data to always be there and constantly refreshing, then I will do a separate video for that. If you want to see that, leave a comment below and I will get it done. No problem. Next week, I do want to bring this up. Let me show you this real quick here, just kind of to give myself a little heads up on what I'm going to do next week. So you guys know I said that I wanted to start talking about not these sheets that I've made, but more about the information about anyone. And again, I do want to come back to this. If you're new to cryptocurrency, if you're somebody who hasn't been invested in cryptocurrency, if the marketplace is occurring and you're looking at it going, I don't know what the hell any of this stuff is. I'm going to be making these next videos for that group of people. I'm certainly not talking to people who've already been in this place. Although people that don't know all of this stuff may learn something like I did. Not too long ago, I took a look at all this stuff myself and went, ooh, I don't remember seeing that one. There's a couple on here that I learned about recently, even though I thought I knew what I was talking about. I was like, oh, what exactly is that? So it does help anybody, and it's a good refresher. But here's the big point. If you're new to this space, that's where I want to kind of head for the next couple weeks and just do seriously trying to cut my time down on these videos down to like 5-minute videos, quick hitters on the top. You know, there's 20, I believe, 25 terms here. I want to do like 5 and then 5 and then 5 and just kind of throw these videos out there and have people start to understand what's this terminology that I'm hearing and what does it mean and how does it all relate. So I want to kind of get into that next week. So be looking out for those videos coming next. Pretty much that's it for the uploads now on the free tools. I'm not creating any new ones. I'm sticking with this one right here. I'm sticking with this third one, and I'm just going to keep on playing with it. This one right here, I'm going to keep building efficiencies into this entire situation here. I really don't want to go away from this one right now. I want to stay here, and I want to make these sheets better. I want to make it more, a little cleaner. Maybe if people have any ideas on the color scheme that I've used. I use the gray background, just so you know, on these sheets, especially this one, because I found that when you're watching the video back, it's easier on the eyes instead of that bright white glare and then a lot of numbers and data. It's hard to see. So I just kept it gray with the white numbers popping so that you can see it. But if you want to know how to do all this stuff, I can show you. It's easy. Other than that, have a great weekend. Be looking for those videos coming next week on terminology, nomenclature, the processes in crypto and blockchain, and we'll go from there. So have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.